section 3 on the Ward Temple and Family History Plan and Solutions. And we're going to look at challenges to solutions. And this is where we actually begin the writing of the plan. In this section, you will see that we identified the challenges that we have. And those were the key issues that were identified in the Temple and Family History Member Activity Report, in which have identified worthy challenges and goals. Now, it could be a list that you've got there that might have 10 or more in there, but we want you to really identify probably the top 5 priority ones that you need to look at. Included within those, we suggest that you might look at increasing the number of members holding a term recommend, increase the number of members that are submitting a name to the temple. And it may also include increasing the number of members involved in web indexing. You might include just trying to improve the profile of the Temple and Family History Consultants as a resource among members. You might also do some discovery activities to get members with children and youth involved. So those are some of the examples that are there, the challenges that you may face. The Elders Quorum and Relief Society presidents, with the help of the Temple and Family History leaders and consultants, will prayerfully develop some solutions and actions and focus on the top 5 to 10 challenges with solutions that are easy to implement. It's always good to do the easy things first, because then you'll have the confidence that when you've achieved them. If you take something that's too difficult and too hard, you might just get discouraged, which we don't want to happen. If you take some of the easy things first, you'll feel the pleasure of success there. We want you also, when you look at it, look at some action dates. When are you going to do it? When are you going to start? When are you going to give out assignments? When are you going to report back on those assignments? And also identify what are the driving forces and restraining factors that will affect implementation, because we need to be aware of those. So. Now, there are some structured solutions that the stake has provided for Temple and Family History Consultants to help members. And there are 4 of these. The first is what's called Discover, Gather, Connect. And that's where you can hold a class or a mini class and learn how to use fun activities to discover your ancestors, gather documents, photos, and stories, and add them to memories in FamilySearch.org. The second, and that's one which is just, it's a good fun activity. And it's something that you can do with children, with youth, and with adults. And it's something that can be run in a class, whether that class is held in Priesthood, Relief Society, or whether you hold it in the Family Search Center at another date and time. We can also look at the second one, which is Get Involved. And that's by transcribing digitized records to become searchable by indexing or reviewing records that are using artificial intelligence. This is something where, if you're not feel like you're a family historian where you can search and find records, but you'd like to contribute somehow, you can get involved in indexing. And then indexing is vitally important to making all those digitized records that the church has make them searchable. And there are millions upon millions of images that the church has that are yet to be indexed. The third one is something which the family history consultants can be involved within. And this is where a member would contact the family history consultant and learn how to find an ancestor by searching historical records, build their family tree, and submit and take a name to the temple, and how to teach and share with others. Now, these are done on one-to-one workshops. Now, the family history consultant is or will be trained in how to run these workshops. And the workshops are really just about 3 to 4 different sessions, showing them how to search historical records, how to build the tree and submit a name to the temple. Now, the part being is that this can be done in their home or it can be done in the Family Search Center. The fourth one is temple instruction classes. And these are held for those that are about to receive their temple endowments and help them prepare for their temple experience. Refresher courses may also be held for those that are returning to the temple after a period of inactivity and for those that's desiring to better understand their temple covenants. Now, if you haven't got someone in the ward that can teach that class, then please contact Stake. We do hold Stake temple instruction classes, as well as we do train ward temple instructors. So those are at least 4 programs that are structured, and we have written manuals for them, each of those 4. And we can give you the link to obtain a copy of those manuals. But you may also consider other activities and events. You can consider a ward kickoff event, which might be an Elders Quorum, Relief Society, youth classes, or when you have a combined priesthood and Relief Society meeting on that 5th Sunday. You can consider a program which we call Create a Ward on the Other Side of the Veil. And this is by having all members submit and take a name to the temple. And as they do so, we will then create a ward on the other side. You can have ward indexing, monthly challenges. You can have a show and tell stories classes, where you have a class and someone just tells a story of one of their ancestors, tells some interesting story about them and shows some photos or some artifact or something that they have there. You can have Find Me photo boards, where when someone has got onto ordinances ready and they've printed the card and they take a selfie of them holding the card, and then each person then puts that up on a notice board. And suddenly the notice board begins to fill up. And of course, as people see that board being filled, they will want to join in. You can have kick-on events. National Family History Month is held in August. So you can do something special during August, some activity or event there that just keeps the momentum going. You can look at Family Search Center classes, where you might invite people to come to the Family Search Center and become familiar with both the partner and the premium websites that are there. We can hold special classes for countries, for certain applications like how to break a brick wall, so they can be there. We can have Find, Take, Teach workshops. And there's loads of ideas. So please talk to us and we can give you some interest of what those different events and activities that you can have. Once you've looked at all those solutions, obviously you can't do everything, but you can identify and focus upon those 5 to 6 solutions that are simple and easy to implement. Prayerfully prioritize your solutions. So you begin to fill up this table on one page, where you look at the challenge, the solution, an action date, the action and a date with it, and what are some of the driving and restraining factors. So that's what a temple and family history plan would just look like. And as you can see, it's got something where people can give an assignment and they can report back to the Elders Quorum and Relief Society presidencies, and they can report back to the Ward Council. So pause and write a first draft of your Ward's Temple and Family History Plan. Now, this is best done as a group with the Elders Quorum and Relief Society presidencies, not individually. So pause this video, and then when you've got a first draft done, come back to the next one. Thank you.